Okay, this is my speech. These are my audience. Daniel's the cameraman. Here we go. Alright. Did you know that according to a 2020 article by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, recycling just 10 plastic water bottles saves enough power to power a laptop for more than 25 hours? My name is Ann, and I'm going to give you reasons why you should recycle. I have been participating in curbside recycling program now for many years, and I'm also have done a lot of research on recycling. And my PowerPoint. Recycling is something everyone should participate in. And today I'll be discussing 3 reasons why recycling is so important. Reason number 1, recycling conserves energy and natural resources. Reason number 2, recycling keeps trash out of landfills. And reason number 3, recycling reduces pollution. So, on to reason number 1. According to recycling conserves energy and natural resources. According to a 2012 article by Brian Farmer, recycling aluminum requires only 5% as much energy as obtaining the metal from the ore. That's 95% savings. That's a big difference. Recycling paper and cardboard products reduce deforestation. In a 2006 article by Sam Martin, he states that in addition to hundreds of highly toxic chemicals used in papermaking, such as chlorine, dioxin, furan, consider what it takes to harvest the forest. Building logging roads, hauling the trees out of the forest, cutting the trees down first, hauling them out of the forest. The paper recycling industry alone saves 17 trees for every ton of paper they keep out of a landfill. In 1996, America recovered 42.3 million tons of paper, saving more than 719 trees, million trees. So that's a lot of trees. So that was back in 1996. So if we can do that now, seeing how recycling is bigger now than it was in 1996, if every business, school, person, private home could all participate in recycling, we could make such a huge, huge difference in our environment and everything that's, all the positive parts of recycling. As far as recycling tin and steel now, the Environmental Agency, the Environmental Protection Agency says that recycling tin and steel saves 60 to 74% of energy versus making products from new materials. Now, tin and steel are like old food cans, old appliances, and even old scrap automobiles. So, the EPA has developed a tool. So, when you guys start recycling, you can download this tool. It's called the IWARM, little I, capital WARM, also known as Individual Waste Reduction Model. You can download it from EPA.gov. And what it does is it helps you to see what kind of impact you are making on the environment by just what you normally would recycle in your weekly recycling curbside pickup bucket. So what I did here is I put in 10 aluminum cans. And for 10 aluminum cans, it's the same as saving 2.9 kilowatts of electricity, and which equals out to 222.9 hours of running a light bulb, 57.9 hours of running a laptop, and 24.1 hours of running a fan. So you can see where, if you download this tool, it helps you to see what kind of impact you could really make if you became a recycler. So it's kind of a cool tool. Reason number 2, recycling keeps trash out of landfills. This is a landfill. A big old, dirty, nasty, stinky hole in the ground full of everybody's used garbage, which is gross and nobody wants it around their home. Nobody wants it around their community or their town. but they are putting landfills all over the place. This is the reality of what garbage is. Landfills emit toxic gases and odors. They also are an eyesore, obviously. And they reduce home value for, say, like you built your dream home and 2 years later they decided to put a landfill down the road from your house. Your home value is going to go down really quickly because you're not going to be able to sell that home and the air is going to smell around it and you don't want to be there. So recycling can reduce the amount of trash that goes in these landfills, therefore reducing the need for these landfills in general. Businesses and schools are getting in on recycling, the recycling trend, and reducing waste. According to a 2015 article by Regina Whitmer, in 2014, Wisconsin schools diverted 16,000 pounds of food storage wrap, bread bags, paper towels, shrink wrap from school supplies from going into landfills. Now, if these kids can do it, we can all do it. So, on to reason number 3. Recycling reduces pollution. Toxic runoff from landfills can pollute the water supply. High levels of methane gas or CO2, also known as greenhouse gases, pollute the air. So we're polluting water and air by all this landfills. Blowing debris from landfills can pollute the environment and water bodies. Always somehow plastic gets into the waterways. As you can see, the turtle is trying to eat the plastic bag. So it not only pollutes the waterways, it harms the wildlife as well. So a lot of these animals that do this end up dying. So we're saving landfill, we're saving the sky, we're saving the earth, we're saving the animals, we're saving everything by the simple fact of just recycling. That's simple as that. So, going into a 2010, according to a 2010 article, Chris Jozefowicz says that improper disposal of electronic waste, also known as e-waste, is what contributes to harmful toxins such as lead, mercury, brominated flame retardants, and cadmium being released into the environment. So, recycling can also keep these toxic e-waste, like electronic waste, cell phones, printers, computers, keep all that out of landfills as well, thus reducing pollution even more. So, I have gone over why recycling is something important that everyone should do. I've gone over the points about it saving energy and natural resources, keeping trash out of landfills, reducing pollution. So, now that you know all the reasons why recycling is so very important for us and for our environment, I hope that you guys will make the right choice and decide to be a recycler as well. Thank you.
And here's the audience. And me.
Yay.